Hello and welcome to NGCW Live here in Chicago, Illinois.
The opening contest is scheduled for one fall. First, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 170 pounds, Zach Smith.
And here comes hometown boy Zach Smith right here in Chicago, Illinois. His fans have got to be happy to see Mr. Smith here tonight. He just looks happy to be here in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. Now let's find out who is he going against here tonight.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Rose Beauchamp from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 175 pounds, Johnny Triad.
And here comes Johnny Triad with his lady love, Rose Beauchamp. I'm sure she's here for moral support of her man, Johnny Triad. Yes, these two are dating, in case you didn't know. They're a thing, surprisingly. I mean, that's no offense to either of them, but... well, I guess, Triad's into bigger women. And by that I mean women bigger than he is. But hey, you know what? If that's what works for both of them, then that's what works. I'm happy for them. Now we get to see if their little tandem will be successful in this match here tonight against hometown boy, Zach Smith. Zach Smith ready to go. Johnny Triad ready to go. And this match is underway, and a nice arm drag to start this match off by Zach Smith. But Triad immediately gonna get right out of it with an arm drag of his own. But Smith with the reversal. They lock up, but Triad pushing them back. These two men recently debuting rookies. They've had Triad's had his fair share of matches. He's come pretty close to having some big wins. He's had some big wins. Zach Smith recently debuted. Hasn't had much of a start so far. But hey, you never know. Nice slam there by Smith. Going after Triad. Not trying to pick him up, but Triad with a punch to the gut. Getting some space. And one thing that surprised everyone is when Triad and Rose Beauchamp got together. They started talking. They started talking on Twitter as well. And then they started talking NGCW.com, which, if you want to watch some backstage stuff, you want to figure out some promos or things like that from the guys and girls in the back, if you want to just catch up on NGCW news, go to NGCW.com, and you can find all of that stuff there. Every single piece of information you need to know about NGCW is at NGCW.com. It's a nice little website, if you ask me. I might be biased. But there, Triad, nice Hurricane Rana takes down Zach Smith. And now going up top, going all the way up. Zach Smith needs to figure something out. Oh, he's got to get up. He's not going to allow Triad to do any damage. And also to clarify, because I messed up, it's NGC Wrestling. Not just NGCW.com, but NGCWrestling.com. That is the proper site. You'll find it if you look for it. Go to the Twitter of NGCW as well, and you'll find it there. But now, Zach Smith all up top. And nice crossbody by Zach Smith. Triad put him up there, and it backfired for Triad. Smith now with the roll-up, but clearly in the ropes. Triad gets out of it. Zach Smith's trying to put him away early. It didn't work out too well. Now Triad going behind him, gonna hit this big back suplex on Zach Smith. Rose Beauchamp happy to see that one now with the pin. 2, but not enough to put away Zach Smith, at least not yet. That Triad staying on him. Lifting up. Zach Smith went for the elbow, got out of the way, did Smith, now takes him in. Northern Light suplex by Zach Smith. And he's not done, going after the legs now, but Triad kicking him away. Trying to create that space. Nice kick to the leg by Triad. The referee looking on, which, by the way, that referee, let's talk about him. I'm not sure if that's his twin brother or not. No officials told me. No management told me if that's the twin brother of last week's ref or not. But if it is, good. If it's the same ref, then why? Why is he still here? Gosh dang it. That was horrible. All the cheating that took place in that match, it was god-awful. They had to hire a new ref. Get that blonde one. I'm sure there's a blonde one in there somewhere. Nice move there by Zach Smith to Triad. Going for the pin. Referee in position, 1, 2, but Triad getting the shoulder off the mat. Zach Smith going after Triad some more, gonna lift him up into a seated position. Now, using his elbow on the point of the forehead of Triad. Going up top, this could be bad news for Triad. No, Triad gets up, not going to allow Zach Smith to hit any big moves off the top rope. But Smith just going to send him into the turnbuckle. This is bad for Triad, putting Triad up top. But reversal by Triad. Leaps off, went for a hurricane roll and got caught. Power bomb by Zach Smith in the pin. 1, 2, no! A kick out by Triad. But again, using the point of the elbow on the top of the head of Triad. Smith continuing to go after Triad. Nice move there. Going for this big suplex on Triad. Does Zach Smith. Successful move. Now lifting Triad up. There's a big Smith kick by Zach Smith. Hits that Smith kick, going for the pin. Can it be enough to put away Johnny Triad? No! At the last millisecond, Johnny Triad gets his shoulder off the mat. And Zach Smith gonna have to do something big here if he wants to put away Triad. Triad sends him into the corner. Ran in, went for something, didn't get it. Picks him up. Oh, wait a second. Off with your head! Connecting to Zach Smith, but Triad's not done. Triad's, wait for him to get up, there's a clothesline. And another clothesline. Ducks. Big super kick by Triad. Rolling Smith over. Gonna pull him closer to the center of the ring. And a nice insecurity by Triad. Waited patiently for Smith to get up. Spin him around, Russian leg sweep. Triad just going all over Zach Smith now. He's got the momentum and he plans to keep it. Kick to the arm, trying to just wear down Smith here. Picks him up, and again, off with your head. 2 times in this match, and he's going for the pin. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, and no! Zach Smith after 2, off with your heads. Yeah, that makes sense. After 2 of them, he kicks out. And this match continues. He's trying to use all of the resiliency he has, trying to stay alive for his hometown crowd here in Chicago, Illinois. And Johnny Triad just trying to wear down Smith with this side headlock. Just wrenching on him. But wait, Zach Smith getting up, puts Triad into a standing side headlock, and it breaks. Triad caught him. Nice move by Johnny Triad. There's a fireman's carry reversal by Smith. Smith needs to figure something out here. Irish whip. It looks like he's going to put Johnny Triad up top. Yes, he is. This could end horribly for Triad. He's going all the way up with him. Double underhook. Suplex by Zach Smith. Sorry about that. Always swallow before you speak. And there's a nice dive. Trying to try it with a reversal and a shoulder block. Going for the pin. 1, 2, no! Oh my gosh! Oh, I could have sworn that was a 3, and so did Triad, but no. The referee says it was 2. He says Zach got his shoulder off the mat. If that's what he says, and that's what happened, Triad hits a neck breaker. He's trying to put away Zach Smith here. He really wants to get it over with. Wants to humiliate him here in his hometown crowd. Now a Northern Lights suplex by Triad. Now what is Triad going for here? Uh-oh. He's signaling for that big discus, big boot, and he nails it. And Smith out cold, center of the ring. He looks to put him away. 3 count.
Here is your winner, Johnny Triad.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a match that was between these two men. And a nice finish at the end. The discus big boot puts away Zach Smith. And ladies and gentlemen, I now want to take this time to say a thank you to our sponsors. Thank you from the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. Thank you for sponsoring us. You can get all of your paper needs from Dunder Mifflin. It's really nice. I get all of my paper that I use for my notes from Dunder Mifflin. They're a great company, great employees, great customer service. Everything you look for in a paper company, Dunder Mifflin is there for you. Big thank you to them. And a big thank you to these two men for putting on a great opening match here in Chicago, Illinois. Too bad for Zach Smith. He wasn't able to get the win here. But you can't win them all. Big win here for Triad and Rose Beauchamp. Move on now to our next match.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. First, from Barrow, England, weighing in at 207 pounds, Dylan C. Laliette.
Yes, here comes Dylan Laliette. Dylan C. Laliette, to be completely technical. He's coming out here. We saw him debut not long ago. And he looks to get a W. That means a win. I guess I should say a check in his win column, as so many commentators have famously said. Looks to get a check in his win column here tonight. But he's got quite the opponent to go against.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 206 pounds, Jay Vegas.
And here comes Jay Vegas, and looks like, ladies and gentlemen, he is trying to pull off the man bun like James Cross. I don't know how I feel about this one. Okay, maybe, just maybe, Jay Vegas can call on the power of the man bun himself. And maybe he can use it to get some big wins. I don't know. Seeing Jay Vegas with a man bun is one of the better things in life. But come on, you can't beat the original. James Cross's man bun. That is where it's at. But hey, you know what? If Jay Vegas can use it too to get some big wins, then all power to him. I don't know. Good luck. Here we go. This match gonna kick off. Jay Vegas. Dylan C. Lawleyette. Dylan runs right in. A big neck breaker to start off the match. He realizes he needs to quickly put away Jay Vegas. We've seen quite the mean streak, kind of, from Jay Vegas after losing to Killian Red. He didn't want to lose to any more rookies, and since then he's had quite a few rookies lined up against him, and he's put them away so far. He also hasn't been too happy with Shea Hoxton, who has been using his Royal Flush finisher. Yes, Shea Hoxton has been using Jay Vegas' finisher against multiple opponents. Jay Vegas ain't too happy about it. He wants Shea to stop, but I don't think Shea's going to stop anytime soon. Nice spinning elbow by Vegas to Lawleyette. Yeah, Jay Vegas has definitely been very unhappy as of late with certain people. Just in general, he's been an unhappy dude. We'll see if that little mean streak that he's starting to get will do him any favors here. A nice fireman's carry by Vegas. And a snap suplex to Lawleyette. That really puts a lot of pain in the lower back. Anytime you take a snap suplex, any type of suplex, to be honest, it is not fun. And Vegas just trying to pick apart Dylan C. Lawleyette piece by piece here in this match. Nice punch there by Lawleyette, trying to create that space he needs to put away Vegas. Takes him in. Oh, dropping his head on his knee. My Lord. Going for the pin. Could that have knocked out Vegas? Not even a 2 count. Barely even a 1 count. And Vegas is out of it. Now trying to lift Vegas up, but Vegas getting the space. Goes in after him. Big DDT. Spiking his head into the mat. Will that be enough to put away Dylan Lawleyette? 2 count, and no! Lawleyette kicks out, and this match continues as Jay Vegas gonna try to continue to pick apart at Lawleyette. Now, I can't tell if he's raking the eyes or just squeezing on the head, but whatever the move is, the fact is that hurt. It looked like he was raking at the eyes, but again, I couldn't see. Now wait, gonna lift him up. Devil Dance coming up by Jay Vegas. 2 and 3. Devil Dance by Vegas, going for the pin. 1, 2, and no! Lawleyette kicks out. But that doesn't matter. We all know what comes after that. But Lawleyette's going to have to fight out of that. He cannot allow Vegas to hit that Royal Flush. If Vegas hits the Royal Flush, it could be all over for Lawleyette. Now going after the leg. Oh, that Indian Deathlock. But no, Vegas punches, getting out of it. But oh, Lawleyette caught him, takes him down into a side headlock. Trying to wear down Vegas. That's a smart move by Lawleyette. You need to take the time to wear down your opponent. Don't let him breathe. If you cut off the oxygen with a headlock, then, well, they're done. Pull back Vegas. Nice neck breaker by Lawleyette. And now going for the Gator Roll. Gator rolling into a crossface. Into a crossface. But he's not going to wait for Vegas to tap. He's going to let him out. I don't know how smart that is. You should always go for the win anytime you get it. Lawleyette with the reversal. And a kick to the leg. Lawleyette takes him down. It looks like he is going for the PTE, the pain threshold examination. That's what he calls this submission move, but he doesn't wait. He doesn't even hold on to it for very long. He lets go, going for the pin. 1, not even a 2 count. Vegas is not letting anything go here. Push him. Oh, wait a second. Oh, in for that elbow. He hit the turnbuckle as Laliette rolled out of the way. Now stomping the leg of Jay Vegas. Spins Vegas around, takes him in, dropping the back of his head on that knee again. Could this be enough to put away Vegas? A 2 count, but no, barely even into the 2 count. Jay Vegas kicks out. And a nice throwback there. Laliette trying to do anything he can to put away Vegas. Trying to stretch that leg out. That hurts. Dropping the fist. And a roll up, but both feet. He did it, but both feet landed on the middle rope. Referee immediately called for the rope break. But now takes him in. Reverse STO by Vegas. And uh-oh, wait a second. There's a big spear. Oh, wait! He went for the spear, but Laliette reversed, and he had a DDT. I can't believe Laliette got out of that. Takes him in reversal. Russian leg sweep by Jay Vegas. And now, he's signaling for it. Laliette, get out of there. No, he caught him. Royal flush. Royal flush connecting. And gonna take the time to talk to the crowd. Oh, wait, he's not done. 2 clotheslines. Ducks a clothesline from Laliette. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now gonna once again hit the devil dance. Once, twice, and 3 times. And that's it.
Here is your winner, Jay Vegas.
And Jay Vegas once again trying to show his dominance over the roster. Call on the power of the man bun in this one, and it looked like it was enough to get the win. There's the big devil dance. Devil dance by Jay Vegas. It took 2 of them and a royal flush to put away Laliette. But at the end of the day, Vegas got the win. Good showing by Laliette. He held on for as long as possible, but he just couldn't put away Jay Vegas at the end of the day. Vegas was just too much. It was that second devil dance by Vegas, which is ultimately what put away Dylan C. Laliette. Is that pin, the uno, the dos, the tres. And that was enough for Vegas to get the win. Big win for Jay Vegas. Another win for Jay Vegas. Could this mean streak and man bun help him get more wins in the future? We'll have to wait and see if he has finally found the formula for a victory streak.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. First, from Troy, New York, weighing in at 186 pounds, Jason Spade.
And here comes one half of the NGCW Tag Team Champions, Jason Spade. He looks ready, but you gotta believe things are not looking too good for Spade here. We'll see if the fear of the asylum is enough to get to Jason Spade, or if he can fight through it.
And his opponents, at a total combined weight of 554 pounds, the Asylum!
And here comes the Asylum, the EDE in front holding the urn. Behind him is Lucifer Thorne, and we still don't know what's in that urn. It could be Fraza B, that's the popular theory, but who knows what it is. Whatever it is, hopefully we find out eventually, hopefully soon. 'Cause I want to know. These two menacing men making their way to the ring. If there's one thing I wouldn't want to do, it's go up against these two men at the same time. Maybe you get like apart, that's okay, but at the same time in a handicap, no freaking way. No. That's all I have to say. No. I feel sorry for Spade, and I mean, if there's anyone that can walk out of this match as a winner, it is Spade. He knows exactly what he needs to do to walk away from this match as the winner, but I don't care. It's not going to be easy for him to pull this off. And I think Noah Black knows that, and that's why Noah Black has assigned this match to Jason Spade. He knows that Spade is going to have a hard time. But he's going to pull him up in a big suplex by Jason Spade. Now lifting up the EDE. Take him in. And a nice dropping suplex. Instead of going all the way through with it, just dropped him on his face. And he's going to knee him in the face as well. Let's go ahead and talk about Jason Spade for a little bit. Jason Spade hasn't been very happy the past week. He had a match with Shay Hoxton 2 weeks ago, which I'll talk about why it was 2 weeks ago and not last week. 2 weeks ago, and Shay Hoxton put his feet on the ropes and got the win with a pin. And afterwards, Spade went backstage and attacked Shay Hoxton and his bodyguard Stan. And of course, Hoxton wasn't very happy because Stan didn't protect him. But Spade attacked both of them and then got away before any harm was done to him. That was a big statement by Jason Spade. Obviously, joining the list of people not happy with Shay Hoxton. And he looks to take out some frustration against these two men here tonight, especially adding on to the frustration of Noah Black. Him and Noah Black have been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with their arguments. Spade has been being kind of an anarchist against Noah Black, and Noah Black has been responding with different match stipulations to try to screw over Jason Spade. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's trying to screw over. I don't know if I agree with that managing style, but you know what? It's not my call to make, so I just call the action as it's made. It's a nice running bulldog by Jason Spade, but yeah, that's what Jason Spade's been putting up with. And now we'll go ahead and get to the fact that this show was canceled last week, and now we have to do it live now. The reason, the technical difficulties, James Cross had an argument with some audio technicians and slammed one of them into our audio equipment before the show. And so because of that, we had no audio whatsoever. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. So because of that, we had to cancel the show because, well, we couldn't do audio. There was no commentary. People at home couldn't watch it. Wouldn't be able to hear a thing. We couldn't get the audio to the cameras. And that's how our week went. So I had to cancel the show, and now here we are, live this week, to have this match. Now let's get back to the action. EDE and Spade both in the ring. EDE just tagged back in. Spade doing a pretty good job, I must say, against these two men. EDE, nice neck breaker by the EDE to Jason Spade. Back out, Lucifer Thorne back in. Nice back suplex by Lucifer Thorne to Jason Spade. Wrenching the neck of Spade, trying to break his neck here. Again, 3 times, trying to break it. Lucifer Thorne gonna take him into the corner. EDE gonna tag himself in. Double team, double-handed suplex by Lucifer Thorne and the EDE. Thorne gonna go back outside. The EDE gonna wait for Spade to get up. No, wait a second. EDE is just gonna stand there, and Spade is going after Lucifer Thorne. What's going on here? Spade and Thorne right out here in front of us, going at it. Spade throwing him into my table, and the EDE is standing inside the ring, not moving, not trying to help his partner. What in the world's going on right now? Thorne now grabbing Spade. But lets him go now. Spade gonna throw Thorne into the steps, and he's gonna get back into the ring, and he's gonna go after the EDE, but EDE now finally moving, reverses Spade and sends him into the turnbuckle. Oh, but Spade with a kick. But no, the EDE refusing to let Spade get the upper hand, but Spade again gonna take him in, a big knee to the face. But EDE again just using his resilience, he throws him to Thorne, who pulls down the top rope, and Spade flies to the outside here. It looks like Spade again gonna go after Thorne. Thorne kicks him away, and the EDE is coming outside to deal with Spade. Northern Lights suplex reversal by Spade to the EDE right here out in front of us. These two men are going everywhere. Gonna send him into the stairs again. Now again, gonna throw him into the stairs. He's being relentless here with the EDE. He knows he's got to do everything in his power to put away these two men in this match. Gonna throw him again, and now getting into the ring as the referee's count reaches 5, now 6. And a 7, and the EDE gets back into the ring. And he grabs Spade, takes him in, big back suplex, dropping him on his head. Maybe thinks that's gonna be enough. Yes, he does. The pin. 1, 2, but no, Spade kicks out. Now just wrenching the neck is the EDE. The EDE and Lucifer Thorne didn't sign up for this match. Noah Black commanded this match happen. Thorne and EDE are happy to do it. They're not doing this for Noah. They're doing this simply because they want to put the pain on Spade. Spade, oh, he got him! 1, 2, but no, not enough. The Lawbreaker suplex by Spade wasn't enough to put away Lucifer Thorne, but he is signaling, waiting, takes him in, landing, bird, Lobotomy, drops him on his head. But what is Spade doing? Waited a while, but now he's going for the pin. 1, 2, but the EDE breaking it up. And Thorne now trying to fight back. Takes him in, an Irish whip. Now gonna put Spade on the top rope. This could be bad news for Spade. No, Spade kicks Thorne away. Off the ropes, crossbody by Jason Spade. And he looks ready to go. He's getting fired up here. Big shoulder block. And another one. Ducks the clothesline, takes it. Spinning suplex. Spinning back suplex. And now going up top. Oh, he went for it, but Thorne rolled out of the way. Thorne got out of the way before Spade could put him away. Got the 2, but no. EDE breaks it up. Now, Thorne gonna tag in the EDE after reversing Jason Spade. Spade is hurt. You can see it in his face, in the way he's moving. EDE gonna pick him up. Oh, reversal by Spade. The knee to the head. Going for a big, nice Falcon Arrow. And now, Lawbreaker suplex. Again, 1, 2. No, the EDE kicking out. And Spade drops to a knee. He's hurt. He is exhausted here in this match. Gonna lift EDE up for a suplex, but no! That's a knee to the head. And a big discus clothesline. Known as the Revenant. 2, no! The Revenant was not able to put away Jason Spade. Driving the knee into the back of Spade, just trying to slowly pick him apart. And that has got to be it. Devil's drop, 1, 2, but no! Spade kicks out. Spade kicking out of the Devil's drop. EDE now just trying to beat down on Spade. You can't believe Spade kicked out. He's just doing everything in his power to try to wear him down. Puts him up top, but Spade kicks him away. And an elbow to the point of the forehead. Trying to shake off that arm, and he's signaling. Ladies and gentlemen, waiting for the EDE to get up. He's got him. Lansingburg Labana. Wait a second. No, wait. EDE fights out of it. Pump, handle, driver. And he's now going to tag in Lucifer Thorne. Thorne's coming in. These two men are just punishing Jason Spade at this point. This isn't even about winning. This is just about punishment. And now Thorne setting up 7 deadly sins. Jumps up and he spikes him on his head. And the pin. But oh wait, no! Referee calls for the rope break. Spade's foot was on the rope. And the referee called for the break. That's the only thing that saved Spade there, is the fact that his feet landed on the ropes. But Thorne doesn't care, he's just gonna start wrenching away at Spade. Just on the neck. Both these men really working that head and neck area. And now we're gonna send him into the corner. And here comes the EDE. Going up top, dropping the double axe handle on the elbow. Takes him up, Devil's drop once again. That is it. 1, 2. Thanks for coming, Spade. 3 count.
Here are your winners, The Asylum.
The Asylum, the EDE, and Lucifer Thorne get the win over Jason Spade. What a match that was. Spade did everything in his power to try to get the win, but it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. And you gotta wonder what Spade's gonna say to Noah Black and the Asylum about this one. But ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to our other sponsor for this show. Oh, it's fruity. It's delicious. It's delicious. It's fruity, fruity, fruity. Oh my God, it's Skittles. Thank you to Skittles for sponsoring NGCW here tonight. What a match. I'm sure Skittles is proud to sponsor this one. There's that big old Landsberg lobotomy to Lucifer Thorne. They went for the pin on Thorne. It wasn't enough though to get the win. EDE came in and broke it up before it could end. And here was this big devil drop. And the 1, the 2, and the 3. The Asylum get the win over Jason Spade here tonight. Hard fought victory. Spade put up all the fight he had. At the end of the day, it wasn't enough. But you know Spade's not done with Noah Black. You know he's not done with the Asylum. And now we move on.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. First, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, Sarasi.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here it comes, Sarasi. On his way to the ring to face an unannounced opponent here tonight. And Sarasi has had quite the war of words with Chris Proudfoot in recent weeks, going back and forth, insults after insults, little truths about themselves, trying to compare one to the other, trying to prove why they're better than the other, and a lot of people are getting really excited for what might happen in that little rivalry. They want to see another match between these two men. Well, let's find out who his opponent is.
And his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 200 pounds, Fraza B.
Oh my Lord! It's Fraza B! Fraza B has returned! But where in the world has Fraza B been all this time? We thought he was in the urn. We thought maybe he was just... we didn't know where he was. But there better be a good explanation for this. Come on now. As far as I'm concerned, this is the second time we've seen someone raised from the dead. Just saying. First the EDE and now Fraza B. Where in the world has this man been? My God, this crowd is going wild for this man. They cannot believe that Fraza B is in the ring, and not only is he in the ring, he is in the ring with Sarasi. And here we go. Battle of the ages right here. Reversed by Sarasi and a back suplex. If Sarasi can get the win here tonight over Fraza B, that would be a big statement, especially to Chris Proudfoot and just to all these fans. And Oh my gosh, what a match! It hasn't even started yet, and I already know that this is going to be a match for the ages. Working the arm of Fraza B now. Sarasi trying to keep the momentum in his favor with an Irish whip. Off the ropes, catches him with a high knee. To the face, takes down Fraza B. But Fraza not going to let that get the best of him, tripping up Sarasi. Now, we haven't seen Fraza B, ladies and gentlemen, since Ultimatum. He was scheduled for a match against Shay Hoxton and a mystery opponent in a ladder match for the NGCW Extreme Championship. And in that match, the mystery opponent was revealed to be the EDE, who was supposed to be dead, mind you. He was supposed to be dead. It was reported all over NGCW when it happened. EDE died. And somehow he came back from the dead and won the Extreme Championship. But when he came back, the lights went out, they came back on, and EDE was in the ring with Shay Hoxton. Fraza B was nowhere to be found. And this is the first time in about 2 months or so that we have seen Fraza B in our arena. We have not seen Fraza B since Ultimatum. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. And Fraza B going right after Sarasi now. Nice suplex there. Arm trap suplex. Tiger suplex, technically, I guess. Going for the pin. Can he get a pin over Sarasi? No. A kick out. Wouldn't put him in a head scissors, and immediately Sarasi gets out of it. Into the gut, goes over. Nicely done. Jumping over Fraza B and hits a leg drop on the back of his head. Taking him down. Now working the leg. These fans are in shock at the fact that Fraza B has shown up here tonight. No announcement, nothing was made, just here the man is, and I can't believe it. On the lift Sarasi up, a reversal, taking down Fraza. Lift him up, oh wait, Fraza with a nice arm drag. This is Sarasi up, double knee gut buster. It's Sarasi trying to fight back. Pull him back. Lifting him up, he's gonna drop him on his back. Sarasi pulling out all the stops in this one against Fraza B. He knows he has to do everything in his arsenal if he wants to put away this man. And we have to wonder, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't heard anything from Fraza B yet. Obviously he's here, but he hasn't talked since he's been back. I mean, of course, because he just came back. But he hasn't talked. And, oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, no. Double underhook! Suplex from the top rope by Sarasi to Fraza B. But he's not going to go for the pin. He's going to lift up Fraza. And he's going to send him back into the turnbuckle again. And as I was saying, we haven't heard anything, obviously, from Fraza because he just came back. But we have to wonder, what are his thoughts? What are his plans? Is he going to try to regain his Extreme Championship? Is he going to try to go back for that? He never technically lost it. I mean, if you want to be honest, he wasn't in the ring to defend it. So is he going to go after that again? Or, I don't know, is he going to move on to something else? I guess we'll have to wait and see what is in the agenda for Fraza B. Not going for a pin, but Fraza kicking out. Sarasi going to have to try a little bit harder than that if he wants to put away Fraza B here tonight. A big DDT by Sarasi. Taking out Fraza B, at least for the time being. Fraza trying to get back up to his feet, but Sarasi not allowing it. dropping his upper back on the knee. Sarazi B has not been able to do much here in the latter part of this match. Sarazi has been taking it to him. Nice takedown there. Sarazi trying to fight back. Runs in. There's the end! Hitting the end! On Sarazi. 1, 2. But no, a kick out. The end was not enough to end Sarazi in this match. I see what he did there. Sorry, I shouldn't be punting at a time like this. This is an important match. Fraza. Reverse DDT on Sarazi, dropping him on his head. Fraza B now in firm control, runs off the ropes and hits an elbow across the heart. But Sarazi gotta fight back. Hits the uppercut. Crucifix driver. 1, 2. But I kicked out by Fraza. And Sarazi just trying to beat down Fraza B now, but Fraza rolls out of the ring. Getting back in. Irish whip puts Sarazi in the turnbuckle. Sarazi with a kick to the face. Getting out of it. Goes behind him. Half Nelson backbreaker by Sarazi, and now he's going up top. Fraza B is laying there. He's not moving. Sarazi gonna hit Skyfall. Skyfall connects to the black heart of Fraza B, a 2, and no! Not a 3 count! Fraza B kicks out of the Skyfall, and this match is not over. Sarazi now working on Fraza. He's gonna put him all the way up top. What could Sarazi possibly be going for here? He's going up there with him. Back suplex from the top rope. Sarazi doing everything he has, trying to put away Fraza B. But Fraza fighting back. And Sarazi fighting back. Both these men aren't allowing the other one to get the upper hand. At least Fraza's trying to keep Sarazi from doing it, but he's not having a lot of luck. Now Sarazi with the elbows, multiple elbows to the side of the head, and down goes Fraza. Fraza trying to crawl to the ropes. Sarazi trying to keep him down. Fraza with an uppercut. And now putting Sarazi down on the middle rope. Now putting him all the way to the floor. Fraza leaping up, hits the knee on the face of Sarazi. Now lifting him up. Hits the clothesline. Two count. Oh, it's so close to being over. But Sarazi kicks out. And then he hits the end again. Brandon hit the end, the pin. 2. And it's over.
Here is your winner, Fraza B.
Fraza B makes his return here tonight against Sarazi. He's been gone for 2 months. Almost 3. And now here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Fraza B has returned to NGCW. And in a triumphant victory over Sarazi here tonight, he proves that leaving had no effect on him. But now the question still remains. What are Fraza B's plans? What are Fraza B's plans? Plural. What is it going to do? Is it going to go back after the Extreme Championship? Is it going to move on to something else? We don't know. We haven't seen the man in 2 months. Raza be victorious here tonight. What is next for this man? And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
This contest is scheduled for one fall and is a triple threat match to determine the undisputed Brawl Series winner. First, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 285 pounds, Steven Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, this is a huge deal. I'm not kidding when I say this match is probably the biggest match, one of the biggest matches we've ever had here in NGCW. The Brawl Series that we just finished came down to the 3 men in this match where each man had an equal amount of wins and losses. And because of that, we didn't have a Brawl Series winner. Well, we needed a Brawl Series winner to determine the #1 contender for the World Championship at Brawl, which comes up very, very soon. And so to determine a Brawl Series winner, we are having a triple threat match. And the winner of this match wins the Brawl Series and moves on to face Alex Wolf for the NGCW Championship. Yeah. What a match this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen.
Next, from Reno, Nevada, weighing in at 222 pounds, he is your NGCW Extreme Champion, Shay Hoxton.
And there comes the NGCW Extreme Champion, Shay Hoxton. And as you can see, his bodyguard, his hired security, Stan, is not here walking with Hoxton. The reason being, Shay told Stan he wanted him to guard the entranceway from behind the curtain to watch for any and all people that try to get in. He has a lot of enemies, ladies and gentlemen, that aren't in this match that want to break his neck. And so he wants Stan to watch the entranceway, doesn't want anyone getting into this match, wants this to be fair, he wants to go on.
And their opponent, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 224 pounds, Adam Ashes.
And yes, here comes the Iceman, Adam Ashes. Now, for some, he is the odds-on favorite to get the win in this match. For others, they say there's no way that he is going to get this match, that he has had a fluke for a long time. He's been fluking like crazy, and with the past few weeks, things haven't exactly been going his way. He lost the championship match against Alex Wolf. He lost to Steven Johnson in the final Brawl match, giving him his first loss in the Brawl Series. Some say that his winning streak is over and his fluke streak has officially begun. Well, no, I worded that wrong. His fluke streak is over, and his losing streak is about to begin. Y'all know what I meant. But that's what they say is going to happen. We're going to find out tonight if that's the case. Is that the case with Adam Ashes? Has he lost his touch? Or can he get back on top and face for that World Championship once again? We're going to find out right now. Triple threat match. #1 contendership for the NGCW Championship is on the line. And here we go. Shay going right after Steven Johnson to kick this match off, but Adam Ashes turning his attention to spin, and a royal flush right out of the gate. Immediately taking Jimmy Starr's move. Not Jimmy Starr. Jay Vegas. Taking Jay Vegas's move. Jay Vegas actually has said over the past week that he is sick and tired of Shay Hoxton stealing his move. He's been seeing him do it over and over and over again. Jay Vegas has been watching Shay Hoxton do the Royal Flush, and he's sick of it. He's done. He hates it. He is sick of Shay doing his move. Shay does not care what Jay Vegas thinks. He's going to keep doing it. So Jay, that's one of Shay's enemies. Some other enemies include the likes of, Spade and, everyone. Basically, if you're in the locker room, you hate Shay Hoxton. Remember that. No, that's a joke. But no, for real, there are a lot of people that don't like Shay Hoxton. And wait a second. Oh, big power bomb by Ashes, but Shay, while Adam was distracted, brings him in, kitchen sink knee to the gut. And now he's going after Ashes. I think Shay knows out of all his opponents here, between Steven Johnson and Adam Ashes, he knows who the bigger threat is. At least you would say so. But considering Steven Johnson beat Adam Ashes, maybe that's a lie. We do know that leg injury that Adam Ashes sustained, definitely there's no way that it's 100% healed. He has still got to be suffering some effects of that leg injury he sustained against Alex Wolf in their championship match, their 30-minute Iron Man match for the championship. What a match that was. You can go back and catch that at NGCW Opportunity if you want to. Just go back and watch it. It was a great show. Really enjoyed calling it. It had a lot of spectacular matches on there, including Shay Hoxton winning the NGCW Extreme Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, Opportunity is behind us. We move on. The road to Brawl Series is almost over. Right around the corner from the huge Brawl match. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big pay-per-view in general. There's no telling who we're going to see at that event. Trip up by Ashes. Oh, wait a second. Steven Johnson with a crossface on the outside, but you can't get the win out here. You have to get him back in the ring. Shay Hoxton now going after both men. A big clothesline takes down Adam Ashes. But Steven Johnson going after Shay, gonna throw him hard into the ring steps. Now turning his attention to Adam Ashes once again. And now he's going to throw him into the ring steps. He's just throwing everyone in the ring steps here tonight. Steven Johnson right now has control of this match, but Adam Ashes has made his way back to his feet, and he is taking the steps. He's picking them up, and oh my gosh! Steven Johnson threw Shay Hoxton into Adam Ashes, who then hit Shay Hoxton with the stairs. I guess you could call that teamwork between the two. Now Adam Ashes does it to Steven Johnson. Shay Hoxton threw Steven Johnson into Adam Ashes, and Adam hit him with the stairs. Shay Hoxton getting a little bit of payback on that one. And now Shay staying back. Adam Ashes throwing Steven Johnson into the apron. Now taking his time to pick apart Steven, throwing him again into the apron, but Hoxton catches him and throws him back into the ring, and now trying to choke the life out of Adam Ashes. An eye poke, followed up by the biggest low blow in the business by Shay Hoxton. But Steven Johnson's right there. There's no way he's going to let Shay Hoxton get the pin. A 1 count, he breaks it up. And the match continues. Steven taking down Ashes, and now Hoxton takes down Steven. A big kick to the face. And now turning his attention to Ashes, who started to get back up. Nice kick to the gut, takes him back down. Now gonna drop the knee into the groin. And again he does it. now, Steven, wait a second. Package, pile, driver to Shay Hoxton. And Adam Ashes is not even up. 1, 2, but just in time, Adam Ashes breaks up the pin, and the match continues. And now Steven Johnson going to the outside. He's going to get a steel chair. Meanwhile, Hoxton and Ashes still inside the ring. Steven Johnson using that chair against Ashes, but he just kind of shrugs it off. And now lifts him up. Double knees to the gut. Off the ropes. And a kick to the head. Going for the pin. 1 and a 1 count. Steven Johnson breaking it up. Not going to let it end that quickly. Everyone's taking it straight to Hot. Wait a second. Wait. Locks in Ashes. 21. Almost on the chair, but not even a 1 count. Steven Johnson breaks it up. And Steven now going after Ashes. Looks like Hoxton is too. Steven gonna Irish whip him into the turnbuckle, runs in, went to do something, Ashes rolled out of the way. And now Hoxton going after Ashes. Well, he turns his attention to Johnson, but Johnson with 1 punch takes down Hoxton. Ashes now trying to pick up Hoxton while Steven, don't know what Steven's doing. Oh, wait a second. Ashes 2! Ashes on Hoxton! Everyone is trying to kill Hoxton in this match! Finishers and signatures alike, Hoxton has got to be feeling the pain. A big elbow to the back of the head of Steven Johnson. And Hoxton gonna go for the pin. 1! And only a 1 count as Johnson kicks out. And both men kicking away at Johnson here. Now Hoxton has the chair and he's nailing Steven Johnson with it. But Ashes stopping Hoxton. Multiple punches, ducks the punch, Pele kick. And now, just gonna deadlift Hoxton up. And slams him down. But Johnson right there to keep Ashes from doing anything. Discus uppercut. And now using the chair against Ashes. Just for good measurement. Now he's gonna deadlift Ashes. Slams him down. And now, again, oh wait a second, that chair's in the way. Wait! Slams him down on the chair. And gonna continue. Rolls him over again. Slams him down again. And he's going for the pin, but Hoxton, already standing, breaks it up. And an eye poke! And the baddest low blow in the business by Hoxton. But Ashes is up. Shay doesn't know it. He's going for the pin. Ashes already to his feet, breaking up the pin. Not going to let Hoxton get the win that easily. Now both, oh wait. Ashes was trying to go after Hoxton. Steven hit him, gets him, package, pile driver. Drops him on his head, and Hoxton going for the pin. Johnson fell to a knee, but no, he got up in time to break the pin again. And the match continues. Hoxton now with a neck breaker. Ashes and Johnson are down. Hoxton waiting for Steven to get up. Spins him around, sets him up, locks hands. 21 connects. But oh, his foot was on the rope. And the referee called for the break, and now Ashes taking down Hoxton. Gonna pull Hoxton away from the ropes a little bit, gonna lift him up. Multiple kicks to the face of Hoxton. And he's just targeting Hoxton. Johnson looks to be targeting Ashes, but he's not doing anything about it. Wait! Again! Ashes to Ashes! On Hoxton! But Johnson with a clothesline to the back of the head of Ashes, not allowing him to get the pin on Shea. And now he's beating down Ashes. But Ashes not going to stand for it. An elbow to the gut. But again, Johnson turns him around. Reversal by Ashes. Shea Hoxton is out cold on the mat. Ashes going for the pin. Johnson's out on his feet. 2, wait a second. No! Hoxton kicks out. And now Johnson could be in trouble. Ashes lifting him up. Suplex. No, reversal by Johnson. There's the uppercut by Johnson. These men going all over the place. Double underhook. Suplex. Almost did a version of the Tiger Bomb, but not quite. Now rolling Hoxton over to the center of the ring. He's lifting him up. Dead weight. Slams him down. Rolls over. Gonna lift him up. Dead weight again. Showing his strength. He's done this to both men so far. Gonna lift him again. Slams him down again. But Ashes right there. He's gonna go for the pin while Johnson was down. 1. But no. Oh my gosh. Johnson broke it up. And now again, another package pile driver. And Hoxton going to try to go for the pin on Ashes. Johnson again back to his feet, not going to allow that to happen. Hoxton almost snuck away with that one. Johnson now putting the legs around the rope. He's going up top with Steven all the way up. Double underhook suplex to the center of the ring. And Shea's out. But Ash is going to pick him up. And he's going to lift him. Knees to the gut. Off the ropes. Runs in. Kick to the side of the head. And now Johnson gonna try to sneak away with the pin, but Ashes is already standing, and he breaks it up at 1. Now Ashes trying to work on Johnson, but Johnson with a reversal. Ashes gonna go after him again. Ashes takes it in on nice back suplex. And now, Johnson immediately lifts Shea Hoxton up. Double underhook suplex. Everyone is going right after Hoxton. And now Ashes and Johnson working on each other. These two men have seemed to target Hoxton this whole match. Nice fisherman neck breaker. Springboard moonsault to Johnson. And Hoxton slowly getting back to his feet, trying to stay in this match. Multiple kicks to the chest from Ashes to Johnson, my lord! These men are being ruthless with each other. Into the turnbuckle goes Johnson, but now Hoxton with a Russian leg sweep. And now a T-bone suplex by Johnson. He got the leg. 1. Ashes is down. 2. But no, Shea Hoxton gets his shoulder off the mat after all the punishment he has endured here. Now Ashes got one, trying to sneak that one. Got one hand on Shea, but Johnson broke it up immediately. He saw the trick that Ashes was trying to pull. There's a big uppercut. Taken off the head of Ashes. The pin. Hoxton, is it? No, Ashes kicked out. Hoxton was not there. He was sitting on the ropes. He was hurt. And now, wait a second. Oh wait, both men setting up for their finisher. Maybe not. I can't tell anymore. They were both setting up for their finisher, but Hoxton went ahead and hit Ashes. Snap suplex on Johnson. And then a kick to follow it up. Ashes is laying down. He's not moving. Meanwhile, Hoxton, wait, 21, locks it in. Ashes is down. He hits it. Ashes on his knees. 1, 2, 3, it's over!
Here is your winner, earning an NGCW championship match at Brawl, Shay Hoxton.
Shay Hoxton snuck away with the victory. While Adam Ashes was down, not moving, Hoxton got behind Johnson, hit the 21, and before Ashes could get up, the 3 count was made. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 1 contender is Shay Hoxton. The Extreme Champion is going to face the NGCW Champion, Alex Wolf, at Brawl. And I can't imagine a better match. Champion versus champion for the first time at Brawl. What an opportunity that has been laid in front of Shay Hoxton. There was a 21 that got him the win. Ashes was not able to get up and break up the pinfall. Ladies and gentlemen, Shay Hoxton. After the beating that he endured from Ashes and Johnson, he snuck away with the win. That's why you should always focus on all your opponents. Thank you for joining us here at NGCW.